Screw your intro. This is Amiibo Bootcamp, maggots. Today, you will learn how to train fucking Amiibo. You'll erase your very own Amiibo army. Also, this hat is just covering my face. I can't. The light doesn't reach me. Doesn't matter. I'll be a shadowy figure. Anyways, you're gonna learn how to train an Amiibo. So, step one: how to even start. Go to Games and More. You click on the Amiibo menu, and then just scan the Amiibo and do whatever it tells you. Give it a name, register an owner, scan it in, and then voila, your Amiibo is scanned the hell in. Now that it's scanned in, well, now that it's registered, you can now, you know, put it into a battle and, do all sorts of other stuff. Now, how to train your Amiibo. How do you train it? Well, first of all, well, after you reset it slash register it, learning will be on by default. And yeah, you can turn it on and off through the Amiibo menu. So when it's on, you're able to train it. You go into a match when learning is on, pick the same character as the Amiibo, and beat the absolute shit out of it. But make sure you only use moves that you wanted to use. If you don't want to use down tilt, don't use down tilt. And move the way you want them to move. You want them to sprint at your opponent, or you want them to walk everywhere so they can shield easier. Or hell, to like kind of dash dance a little bit, move back and forth. You know, that also works. But yeah, some people will level up as they play, and maybe will follow their training better as they level up. So in the early levels, they're just gonna be a punching bag. Once they're like 30-ish, they'll start like actually doing stuff. 40 at the 40s, you'll see them fighting basically at max power, and 50, like that's actually max power. Now, leveling up. Once you train your amiibo for a little bit, if you don't want to train them all the way to level 50, you can turn learning off in the amiibo menu as shown right there, and then put them up against anyone basically. CPUs, Amiibo, yourself, other people, doesn't matter. But you fight them a lot, and they'll get experience. The longer the fight, the more experience they get. One, throughout the fight, and two, after the fight. And I think they get more experience when they lose, so it helps you level them up quicker. Now, to train them more. Now that your amiibo's a higher level, they're they'll start to attack you more consistently. So now is a time where you can just stand in front of them and mash your shield button. Just basically block as much as you can. That's when you start playing defensive. Since the amiibo only knows how to attack at this stage, because they won't attack you back at the early level, so you should not be shielding. Now is the time to start shielding. So yeah, you can just stand in front of them, let them shield. Yeah, I think you'll see it here. Not really. Actually, no, not here. I'm just kind of attacking it. Over here, you could really see me trying to shield it slash parry it. You can use spirits to help you out there in that case. So yeah, use spirits to make it easier to either parry or, make your shield stronger. Either one. That worked fine. Also make sure your learning is on when you train it more. Now, you're basically done. Once you're finished training it, once you're satisfied, or hell, whenever you feel like it, go back to the amiibo menu and save. Yeah. And, you know, feel free to test it out against again amiibo, CPUs, or people. Fight it, see what it's doing well, what it's doing bad, and use that for further training. You can go back and just keep training it. Once it's level 50, you can still train it afterwards. It will still learn. But its AI will change as like I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, it won't level up, but it doesn't mean it's not like, you know, getting better. Could get worse if you teach it the wrong things. And reset if you feel like it. Because again, the longer you train it, the harder it's gonna be to keep training it. Because you're kind of adding like data. So if you wanted to use an attack more, you're going to have to do it a lot the longer you've been training it for, since there's a lot more data for the other moves. But yeah, basically train it, see what you did good, what you did bad, and do that over and over again against your amiibo. You train it, teach it some more. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. I've been doing this for quite a while, and I have not gotten bored of it yet. It is one of my favorite hobbies. So if you want to train Amiibo, here's the basics. And now that you've learned everything you need to know for now, fuck your outro.